How to be good with your money. People will be so contentious about the topic that they will not manage their money. In short, there are only two options. One can focus solely on earning it and the other can be focused entirely on spending it. Types of people who have more wealth than those who have less. I'll share with you 10 money mistakes that you should avoid. If you are new to the channel, click the subscribe button below to get more information. Life-changing content. The truth is, it's much harder to keep money. It's not unusual to see people who have achieved wealth through their work. You can lose your inheritance lottery winnings or other windfalls in a very short time. A great example of someone who made a lot of money, but then lost it. Like Tyson, the boxer who earned over $300 million. In 2003, he declared bankruptcy during his career and was reported as being in more than $20 million in debt. It's not hard to imagine. Mistakes happen, and they can ruin your finances regardless of how big or small. Money is what you make, so let's look at the 10 mistakes you need to avoid. Spending money on cigarettes or drugs in college might have been fun. While it may seem harmless at the time, the truth is that regular use can cause serious health problems. If you add up how much, it can have negative consequences on your wallet and your health. You'll be amazed at how much drug and cigarette addicts spend each week or year. They are hindering their ability to reach financial freedom. For example, a pack of cigarettes cost $12 and $14, and there are many smokers who smoke cigarettes. A pack is a single item. This works out to $6,356 per week, or $3,300. The same amount could be used to cover the cost of $5.12 per year. Property taxes on your home, 2-week vacations, but many drug and alcohol. This is a common habit among cigarette smokers. It's based on curiosity and peer pressure. This habit can have a devastating effect on your wealth and health. As such, try to stay away from these items long term. Number 2, spending more than you earn can be tempting. As a young adult, it is tempting to spend your savings on cigarette. You are making a steady income and buying a new car, moving into a new home and flying first class. They're all very appealing, but they can be difficult to do. If your income isn't sufficient to cover these costs, you will end up living paycheck to paycheck. This can lead to lifestyle inflation, whereby earnings increase. This will increase your living expenses and increase your paycheck. It doesn't mean you should not increase your living expenses, but the majority of people do. They should feel they deserve to be rewarded once they are paid. Your inflow should be used to prolong your wealth. People are most likely to invest in assets and acquire them. Spending beyond their means to impress others is a way to show their worth. Low self-esteem makes them feel insecure without material goods. Comparing yourself to others is a flawed way of thinking. Dave Ramsey states that we should buy. We don't have the money to buy things that we don't need. Many of us have been guilty of this. Once you learn to delay gratification, forget and be responsible for it, many others will too. Impress people and you'll be able to grow financially through social media. Another reason for overspending is the temptation to spend large sums of money to try and buy more. An example of an internet entrepreneur who can make it look easy is the one who uses the internet to become rich. After being told that he wouldn't make a large business, he might purchase a high-end car. When he makes his first major sale to prove his critics wrong. This is a trap that can lead you trying to impress other people. There will always be others. To compete or show off, you don't have the right to buy a gadget worth its value. If your monthly income is only $3,000, you can save $2,000 by creating a budget. Keep track of your spending so you don't spend more than you make. Investing in the wrong way can lead to disastrous investments. Many people make this mistake. You can make money by converting tips from your friends or having a strong conviction. Popular stocks will continue to rise in value one type of asset at a time. Everyone seems to be keen on these days real estate. Many people believe that once they have it, everyone else will too. They have an investment property they can use to make their financial goals a reality. Every month, rent payments will start to roll in and income will follow. However, This does not always happen. Tenants miss payments, appliances break, or your property's value declines. Like all investments, there are risks for the prudent investor. To make their assets reliable income-producing assets, it is important to get. Before you start putting your money into a market or product, it is important to have the right knowledge. You have invested your hard-earned money in this adventure. Don't let your friends dictate what you should do. It is making money, or a sales representative told you about its great benefits. Number 4. After get rich quick. Schemes to get rich quick are one way you can lose your money. As the saying goes, quick money can cause immediate problems. Following a money transaction will result in a positive outcome. Schemes are bound to land you in trouble. Ponzi schemes, pyramid schemes, and make money overnight deals are just a few of the many options. Set up to make the scheme creator rich by taking your hard-earned money. If you're interested in new ventures in business and see potential. If high returns are promised with low risk, then be cautious. This is true even if you have to work 20 years to earn $200,000 in a career. It was legal to say that you could make that much money in a single year. Wouldn't everyone want to make quick money? Always use your best judgment before you sign on the dotted line. Number 5. It's important to have an emergency fund because, let's face the truth, life isn't always going your way. Sometimes you may need money to fix the situation. For example, your car might suddenly stop working and you could lose your job. Washer could fail. Unfortunately, just about everything in this life costs money. This is why having an emergency fund aside is so important. Unfortunately, a Federal Reserve study from 2019 found that nearly 40% of American citizens are unaware. Adults wouldn't be capable of covering $400 in an emergency with either cash savings or credit. They could quickly pay off about 27% of the card charges. To come up with the funds, the respondents would have to either borrow money or sell their belongings. It would cost $400 plus an additional 12%, but it wouldn't cover it. Fortunately, you have this option. You don't need to be one of them. Saving these funds is easy for anyone. All you have to do is create a 10% automatic deduction from your paycheck. Your employer may offer to send part of your salary into an emergency fund. Savings account, but how can you tell when you have enough? Most financial gurus recommend you save 6 months of your living expenses. However, if you really want to have enough, you can. Have a great investment that is to be more cautious than a year's worth of earnings. Number 6. Only one source of income for most people. As a way to live, income is a source of income. Usually, this income comes in the form of a salary. Unfortunately, jobs aren't as secure and stable as people think. In fact, U.S. companies have laid off Americans more than 21 million people in 2018, meaning, if your only source of income was your job, then you'd be a failure. Cash inflow has slowed down when you think about income sources. As a tree, do you think that trees can only grow fruit from one branch? They have many branches that produce flowers and fruits, and they are not the same. You should continue learning and developing. This is a smart and safe way to make your income work for yourself. Credit can help you to sleep at night. 7. Credit cards are a great way to make purchases. Purchases are great, but they can also be a ticket to nowhere for some. Credit cards are essential for certain business applications. Credit cards can ruin your finances by encouraging impulse buying. It gives you the feeling that you can buy anything and everything. It's easy to swipe. In fact, a 2001 MIT study revealed that sharper people spent as much as $100. You can save up to certain percent when you use your credit card instead of cash. You find yourself spending uncontrollably on credit. Cash instead. When you pay with cash, you are actually handing money over. Seeing the money draining from your wallet will make it feel the financial impact. The purchase will cost you much more than if you use credit. Take financial risks, as there is no reward for risk and no reward for effort. Money is not enough to take on risks. However, the risks you take must be taken seriously. For instance, putting your money into an index fund is a higher risk. You can save money by putting your money in savings, but your money won't grow. Savings account, the typical 0.6% interest. Instead of investing in index funds, which can mirror the yields, invest in one that generates yields. Historical returns have been as high as 7% from movements on the entire stock market each year, which I consider a calculated risk worth taking. Number 9. Save more than invest. If you have money in the bank loses. Inflation can cause a loss of value over time. However, if money is wisely invested, it will be a positive investment. It grows. It's that easy. In mistake number 9. I mentioned it being. People who fear taking financial risks are making a terrible mistake. People who take chances are those who will save all of their money. Over time, the only money that you should keep in a savings account is money that you need for your daily expenses and emergency cash fund. Save money for nothing and invest instead. You will be tempted to spend money that you have left in your bank. You should put that money to use by investing it, whether it's in or out. These avenues can be in the form of stocks, real estate REITs, or startups. You can create new streams of income that are more financially profitable than the existing ones. Sitting in the bank and letting your money lose value. Number 10. Has only one bank account. Having only one account is dangerous. First, a bank account is a great way to manage your finances. It is very difficult to make money if you only have one bank account. All of your college and emergency savings can be found in one place. Even if you spend a lot, you may run the risk of not having enough cash to pay for tuition or emergency cash. You need it when you need them, which is why you should keep at least 3 banks. One account should be used to hold emergency funds in the event of an unfortunate situation. Another account could be used for your daily bills or a final account. What I call a play account is the money that you have set aside for your entertainment or vacation, and if you'd like to go one step further, you should open an untouchable bank account. This account can be used to save money. Remember that your paycheck deductions go out each month, so be aware. Automate your savings and watch your wealth grow over time. Thank you for your attention. If you are ready to change the way you live, you deserve it. So hit the subscribe button now. You